Now, the Greater Accra Poultry Farmers Association has welcomed government policy prescription for the agric and poultry industry. However, it hopes that the reversal of the benchmark value policy on some items would have affected imports of poultry products. Member of the association, Michael Nyako Ampim, tells Joy Business that the current price of raw materials for poultry feed is also expensive, and therefore government should support the industry to bring down the price. He joins us via Zoom. We're grateful that you could join us. How worrying is the situation as we speak?
It is worrying because cost of production or cost of doing business has gone up dramatically. And, what it does is that it impacts negatively on the business that we do and how sustainable the business will be. So it is quite a serious issue.
Of course, the association has made the case that, yes, benchmark values, its reversal was laudable, but why didn't government consider the importation of poultry as part of the items, right? Why this particular concern when there are other, doubts about the association's capacity to meet demand, especially when we're headed towards the Christmas season?
Thank you. The issue is not about meeting demand. The issue is about market or availability of the off-taker. So if there's an off-taker, growing broiler, it's just about between 6 weeks and 8 weeks. So if there is enough market, say whatever production that we have now, which is about 10% or maximum 20% of the total market space, if the government gives us extra 30 by limiting the import that is coming, or give us extra 40 by limiting the amount of import that is coming in, this gap can be filled. It's just that the what is coming in is subsidized and is cheaper than what the cost of producing birds here. So if we can correct that fundamental problem, all right, that benchmark, if it's done, it will help us.
So help us understand, where do you want, the roadmap to be, especially when we're about to have a post-budget discussion?
I would suggest that government wants to put in 5 million birds through the broiler revitalization program, which is laudable. However, we need to have not just the 5 million, we need to have a lot more people doing, because the handouts it's not sustainable. Because if you give somebody birds today and the person is not able to sustain himself subsequently, then the person becomes a burden on the government. So we are saying that rather create a space for us where we can sell the birds and then reduce, not necessarily eliminate imports, but we say reduce the importation of the frozen birds, and then we can take it up from there, and then we'll fill the gap. And it's easy to do. So post-budget discussion, what we are suggesting is that government should create space for the farmers to build themselves. The farmers are resilient. They are ready to scale up their production, and they will do it.
We're grateful that you could join us with your inputs. Michael Nyako Ampim is member of the Greater Accra Poultry Farmers Association, helping us there with their thoughts on the budget.